This guy asks, how many rings does Patrick Mahomes have? Yeah, exactly. That's how you know he's the GOAT, because he has so many rings. Look at this play in the Super Bowl here. He throws it right in between the defender, Kawan Alexander's hands. That's how you know he's the GOAT, dude. Because the defender dropped it. That's not luck. People are like, oh, it hit him right in his face and he dropped it. That's pure luck. That's not luck, that's skill. Now listen, if the defender catches it and runs it back, then the 49ers lead 27-10 in the fourth quarter and Patrick Mahomes has 0 Super Bowls. But of course, that can't happen because Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT, which is why the defender dropped the ball. It's called analytics. Now look at this play here, okay? A lot of people blame Patrick Mahomes for that. No, the wide receiver distracted him by being wide open. I said I wouldn't lose my place in line just to warn David Lombardi about a xenomorph, but that I would save the blonde 49ers content creator. Ashley says, LOL. But this guy says, you're thirsty AF, okay? No, dude, the thing is, if I were to warn David Lombardi about the xenomorph, he's gonna look at me with that furrowed brow of his, right? And then he's gonna live stream. Well, I'm here in San Francisco, and I just ran into a xenomorph. Yeah, isn't that interesting? My point is, I would immediately regret warning David Lombardi about the xenomorph. Where if I warned Ashley, what's Ashley gonna say? Hey, Ashley, watch out, there's a xenomorph. She's like, oh my God. I'm like, I know. She's like, oh my gosh, a xenomorph. What's a xenomorph doing here? I'm like, I know, it's crazy. So, I wouldn't feel so bad saving Ashley. David Lombardi, I know I'm gonna regret it immediately, dude. Like, why did I even bother? I know he's gonna look at me with that furrowed brow, and he's not even gonna say thank you. He's just gonna go straight into his live stream. We ran into a xenomorph. What is this city coming to? Thanks a lot, libs. Now we've got xenomorphs running around. Thanks, Obama. Hopefully Trump can clean this up. What's with the xenomorph? By the way, Chase Sr., if he's on a jog, no.
I'm curious. What's your height? Who do you think is the most beautiful girl you ever seen? It can be a personal or we're going to take you. I just want to know. Like, I just want to know from you real quick. Like, who's like, man, she's super beautiful. Prime Paula Patton.
This guy agrees with Emmanuel Acho. He laughs at me. Look at this. He uses multiple laughing emojis. Okay, he's mocking me for saying that Gen Z News Lady clears Paula Patton. He says, saying that Gen Z News Lady is badder than Paula Patton is one of my worst takes. You know what? You might be right. I am a sucker for fake eyelashes and bunny ears and or cat ears. I see fake eyelashes, bunny ears, and or cat ears, I'm done, okay? So, you might be right. Maybe, I don't know, I'd have to see Paula Patton in fake eyelashes and bunny ears to accurately, objectively compare.
Killing it to fund $1 billion in
But I'm going with Gen Z News Lady. Come on, bro. Come on. She's so informative, dude.
Smoked, but now a disproportionate number of the Maori and Pacifica populations die from cigarettes.
Well, Steve Young is at it again. I hate the way he talks like he's Super Bowl Yoda. Like he's the Yoda of Super Bowl winning quarterbacks. Bro, you got lucky one time because Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson. Other than that, you were a major league choke artist, dude. You choked year after year after year against the Green Bay Packers, okay? Brett Favre would beat us with an anonymous roster. Like, you never heard of these guys. Every year they would have a new anonymous running back. I feel like 90% of them were named Jones or James or whatever. And meanwhile, Steve Young had, at that time, Garrison Hurst, he had Terrell Owens, he had Jerry Rice, he had Brent Jones, he had a good offensive line. And year after year, he would lose to Brett Favre and his cast of randos, okay? Not to mention all the times he choked against the Dallas Cowboys. Thankfully, Jimmy Johnson didn't suck up to Jerry Jones enough. So Steve Young got his fake Super Bowl. Congratulations, you got a fake Super Bowl, but you're not Super Bowl Yoda. And by the way, can I tell you that Super Bowl that he did win, he almost choked that away as well. He had a 21-0 lead against the Cowboys and almost choked that away as well at home. Look at him, he's lost for words. I'm lost for words at all the times he choked, dude. I'm lost for words that they sent Joe Montana away for you. Well, honestly, you were competitive with Steve Bono, if we're being honest. You were neck and neck with Steve Bono. Can I tell you something? If I don't think Steve Young is better than Brock Purdy. You give Brock Purdy Ricky Waters, bar none. Jerry Rice, Brent Jones, who played all the time, by the way, unlike George Kittle, who's constantly limping around. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I remember one time, like, Brent Jones, like, broke his back or something. He was going to be gone for, like, a year. By Monday, they were like, he'll be back in a month. By Saturday, he was in. Okay? That's Brent Jones. Brent Jones played all the time. Unlike George Kittle, who's always limping around. Maybe knock it off with the wrestling. How about you focus on football, dude? Then maybe you'd play more often. Yeah, I think Brock Purdy wins just as many games, holds just as many records with that roster. Now, huge asshole. I'm not calling him huge asshole. That's his username. And a bunch of other guys, they didn't understand what I was saying about not firing Kyle Shanahan. They're like, what? We shouldn't fire Kyle Shanahan because he should suffer with us? No, what? You guys are intentionally, purposely misunderstanding what I'm saying. What I said was, if you fire Shanahan, you have made Shanahan's life better. You have made another NFC opponent, a likely NFC opponent, better. You have strengthened the conference. Meanwhile, you've done nothing to make us any better. Probably will be worse. At best, we stay the same because we still have these huge contracts to elderly players. So what have we done here? We make Shanahan richer, Shanahan happier, and the conference tougher, and at best, stay completely the same. How has that helped us at all? This is like breaking up. This is like me breaking up with Gen Z News Lady. For what? For what? Why would I do that? Why? For what purpose? Do I have Jisoo lined up? Do I have Jisoo? Okay, if I have Jisoo lined up, okay, fine. I don't have Jisoo lined up. I have Jim Tomsula, whoever the Jim Tomsula of women lined up is. That's who I have lined up. What are you guys talking about, man?